Welcome back into Facts Not Failings. We are live streaming from the wonderful world of Las Vegas at the Win NADA 2024. And I am super excited to have Rich Sands next to me from Stella AI. You happen to be with me in MRC. And in MRC, it's just the joys of going live. Things happen. The mics went down. We only had one mic. And so now you actually get your own mic. We don't have to share
That's
mics.
right. We're moving up in the world here. This is great. High tech. Love it.
We try to improve each show, little things, audio, we had the camera not working, everything overheated today. So it's been a fun film. Hey, do the electronics work today? Did they not? Got attacked by the backdrop at one point. So it's good.
Keeps it real, right? You never know what you're going to get in Vegas. And you got it working here fine, bro. Great job.
It's working. And so, Rich, obviously I said you're a Stella AI, which we'll get to in a little bit. This NADA, there's been a lot going on. You're an OG at this. You've done this a few times. How does this NADA differ from other NADAs?
Brooke, we got to look back pre-COVID to really get a full assessment of this NADA versus previous ones. I can tell you right now, the energy level that represented itself and came to the front doors on Friday morning was absolutely electric. I haven't felt that since probably 2019, or if you were here for NADA 2020, just before COVID hit, that was also an electric show. But this was high energy. I could tell that a lot of people that came back, a lot of dealers, a lot of people wanted to learn and understand what's going on in the marketplace, and the amount of conversations that were happening both in the show, on the floor, but also outside the show was more and more in-depth conversations than I've ever seen before at NADA. In my assessment, I would say that this is the beginning of a launch pad of NADA coming back even stronger than ever before, based in part because of the education, the amount of information. Of course, AI being the number one theme of the entire show. And what does that mean to a dealer out there in your business world, in your business, in your rooftop? And so, yeah, I think the overall energy level was electric. And I think we're right in the middle of a massive increase in terms of excitement around the show.
I agree with that. Even like the learning labs, I was unable to attend any, but I heard this from so many people. Oh, the learning labs are awesome. Learning labs are awesome. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, and they have like so much space for it. So that was a nice touch, I would say. I think that's something they're going to continue.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a great way to get into a breakout room and really understand a specific topic that's relevant to your business. You don't have to spend all day in some, all day conference, but you just be able to break out into a session in the learning labs, get very specific, get the content you need. You're in, you're out, and then you go get on the floor, walk the show, and you start to apply that knowledge.
Yeah, it's a great idea. That's something that I think too often is get overlooked. Like, hey, just keep it simple, stupid. Like, these are really need things to know. It's a little cold. I'm starting to chatter here a little bit. Apparently, I should have brought the vodka out with me. I'm pretty sure the Tito's need to come out with me at this point, warm up a little bit. So maybe bourbon, one of the two. Yeah. We might be switching to bourbon.
It's Vegas, whatever happens. No one will know.
Right? Yeah. We got Pepsi in the background with the spears, so who knows at this point. Okay, so Stella AI. If someone is unaware of what Stella AI is, not sure why that'd be the case, but let's say there's someone out there. Tell us about Stella AI.
Sure. So Stella Automotive AI, we are a single platform that handles all communication platform for your dealership. We're a single conversational AI. We answer your phones at the dealership. The biggest problem at the dealership right now is answering the phones, finding staff that are qualified, that can have a intelligent, comprehensive conversation with your guest and be able to address whatever needs they may have. Finding people and retaining them is very difficult. Stella AI addresses that problem. So we have built a world-class AI conversational platform that handles both voice, text, and chat. So we're omni-channel across all spectrums of communication. We handle all inbound calls, and we're able to handle 3 specific solutions for the customers. One being the front-end receptionist. So we always answer the call. You never miss a call. What is the value of that call? What is the value of the lifetime value of that
one?
Yeah, what's the lifetime value of a customer for that one call? And then 2, all the service booking process, be able to book a service appointment, update, maintain, change it. And then we announced at show today our brand new module for Sales Assist. Sales is a big part of this, where we can actually talk with customers about vehicles in our inventory, confirm the vehicle availability, understand different feature functionality, do instant cash offers, trade-in values, and then we inject that call directly into the dealer's CRM, and we can inject the phone call directly into the sales tower and be able to schedule a test drive for the dealer so that the salespeople have a very effective, high quality lead hand delivered right into their CRM.
It's like white glove service.
That's what we're after, right? Exactly what we're after. Stella's the best employee you've ever hired, 24/7, 365, and she's always in a good mood.
Right.
Never takes a lunch break. Yeah.
Oh, I know how that feels actually today.
Right.
That's what we've been doing all day today. Like no lunch break. We're going to do some next time. Schedule a little bit better on this, where it's give us up a little bit of a buffer.
There you go. Back to back. I heard Brooke's been going 23, 25 interviews strong.
I think we're about like 25 in at this point. So yeah, I'm honestly have no idea how to have a voice at this point.
I don't know why you do
by happy hour, it'll be gone. But 100% it will be gone. Okay. Okay, so NADA, you're walking around. You got the booth. You guys were just slammed. I love seeing that. What are some opportunities, whether it's taking from NADA or just in general? What are some opportunities you see for the automotive industry right now?
I think the big thing is being able to take technology and to apply it to a very specific problem. I think everything we do in automotive needs to be measured so that you can see the results on your P&L. Instead of any fluffy stuff out there, we want to find solutions that will drive direct improvements to your business, be able to measure that, vastly improve your guest experience, be able to save money, be able to generate revenue, and like I said, improve that overall guest experience. And a lot of guests now are used to and much more accustomed, which is what a big change is from just a little while ago, that people are accustomed and enjoy working with AI. They interact with AI in all aspects of their life now through ChatGPT and other forms. And now when you call a dealership, that's what you expect. We saw a study that said 37% of all customers want and prefer to interact with an AI because it's fast, instantaneous answers to their questions over speaking with a human, believe it or not.
Wow, so that's shocking.
But it's important. We're not replacing the human at all. We're complementing your human labor force so that we can elevate their role within the dealership to do more important and complex tasks, which drive incremental net new revenue and higher guest satisfaction.
Really go down. And obviously, AI has been. I've done enough these interviews to know at this point that AI was the number one topic that was discussed during NADA. But we also just keep talking about, hey, that human aspect. You need that. You got to have the human intelligence there. And knowing that, that's where Stella comes in. I mean, I remember back when I was, I don't even know if I was in the dealership. I don't know where it was, but we were discussing Stella and just how being able to understand whether it's an accent, whether it's, hey, someone meant this, they didn't. And at any point, you can just say, I want a human. Okay. And there's no like a triple prompt or you got to ask in some secret language or secret handshake to get to a human. Like, I just want to talk to a human. And you guys do such a good job at that.
Right. It's finding that right balance. And we spend a lot of time and energy to find the right voice, large language models and language processing to be able to accommodate for both dialects and regional dialects, Northeast versus South, et cetera, and be able to find that right style of communication because it can't be too fast, too slow. And this takes a lot of testing and procedures that go into place to make sure that you've got the right voice AI agent, because this is not text. Like, I'm not saying text is easy by any means, but voice is extremely difficult. And you got to get it right, especially with latency. And that's one of the areas that we really excel at, is a very low latency. So when you talk to Stella, she listens, contextually aware, and she answers you right back. There's no long delay. There's no tapping on a keyboard or something. It's just an immediate, quick response.
Yeah, and that's making sure this is not going to fall on us again. I'm like, I see it swaying back there. At this point, the backdrop is drunk and it's had it. Maybe wants another one. It's like, I don't know. We've got the cooler on it, trying to hold it down. I'm like, please stay in place. I do not need to be attacked again. But
I'll save you.
Thank you. It was one of the. You're taking, instead of a bullet, you're taking a backdrop for me, so I appreciate that.
I'm here for you.
Thank you. Okay, so let's go with. I mean, we've got, once again, we've talked about NADA, we've talked about Stella. What are some of those difficult challenges you're seeing right now? And we talked about the opportunities, but the flip side, those challenges for 2024.
Yeah, so going into 2024, some of the big things are going to be implementation. So the key part of being able to do anything in life, and especially the dealership, is to be able to implement and get that into production. So the whole onboarding and implementation process. And I think for dealers, it's about the number one problem that dealers are faced with is extending dealer profitability. It's a common theme that we're seeing here. So how do you do that? And I think it's around implementing solutions, being able to effectively implement solutions that can extend dealer profitability. And how do you do that? Well, it's simple. You drive costs down, you find a way to increase revenue, and all eyes are focused on the fixed ops. Yes. Service lane component. So after sales is the absolute target market right now, based on where inventories are and incentives and current interest rates. So, but fixed ops is where the focus is. And if you can find a way to drive cost out of your fixed ops, increase customer retention and loyalty, and drive incremental net new revenue, and while providing a great guest experience, you've got a winner.
I sign me up for that one. Okay, for the audience members out there, and they've never been to NADA, it's got it on the horizon. I'm going to go in 2025. I'm good to go. What's a piece of advice you're going to give them?
Well, it's probably the one you've heard a lot, but you've got to wear comfortable walking shoes. Don't even ask twice. Yes. Hydrate was introduced to something called liquid IV.
Liquid IV. Oh, that's
powder,
a good one. Yes.
Turns one water bottle into 3 magically, but that's a savior. So I would say this: plan your day effectively. There's so much to see and do. It's very difficult to get in everything at one time. So if you can plan your day effectively, it literally reminds me of like taking your kids to Disney World, where you have to plan different locations and have your appropriate fast pass to get into certain lines at the right time. So I would plan your route accordingly, because there's a lot to see in here, and you want to spend time with the individual partners, the industry partners out there, so you really get to learn and understand the value of their solutions and how that will apply to your business. So comfortable walking shoes, hydrate, and effective routing.
I love it. And I would agree with all those. It's very much so. So we've said so many times on this at this point is with the shoe portion. We're like, this is not, you've heard enough people say this. This is, we're not joking around here. Like, you really, really wear comfortable shoes. I was back in the day where I wore the heels and did the 10 miles in the heels. It's not a good idea. Like, your feet and your podiatrist will thank you. I guarantee you.
100%. Yeah.
Rich, thank you so much for being on the show. It's been such a pleasure. Always a good time catching up. I know we are going to catch up in there with some nice adult beverages. And
you got that right, Brett. Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm like counting on the time. We got 36 minutes left, and we are going to be right in there in a good old happy hour with you all are sponsoring. We got Dealer Funnel, Dealer World, Excel, the whole crew in there. So super excited about that. And just everyone, I hope you're enjoying NAD as much as we have. If you're watching live and you're like, I want to be there. Hopefully we brought that to you a little bit. But until the next the guest, which is sitting over here to my left, maybe you're right, depending on this flipping, we'll be right back. So until then, be safe and wear your good walking shoes.
Great. Thanks, Brooke. And thank you for all you do, because what you do for this industry is measurable and it's incredible. And you are a bright spot in our industry, and we couldn't do this without you. So thank you. And thank you to all your guests for watching. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, everyone. We'll be back soon.